Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have another review here for another Kagurabachi volume. This is for volume 3. As many of you know, I've told you before, I own the first 4 volumes in physical media from Walmart, and I wanted to at least give them a shot, even though I wasn't super in love with volume 1 and especially volume 2. Because of how this is written, because it's so scattered all over the place, it's such a messy series, but I wanted to keep giving it a shot since I already bought volume 3 and 4. And volume 3 actually isn't the worst thing ever. It's still messy. I still don't like how it's written a lot. Not so much with dialogue, but like the way thoughts are implanted over scenes and stuff. It's not well done in that regard. The time frames jump all over the place. We're constantly cutting back and forth like usual amongst different scenes in the past and in the present. And I don't like that, to be honest with you. I think that's terribly done in here. It's one of the worst executed parts of this. I'm not sure if that ever slows down and stops happening as much. And I'm still a firm believer after reading this volume that the anime would be so much better if they would make it. But anyway, the actual plot of this book, of course, Sojo has been defeated from volume 2. But we have a character named Hakuri who is kind of a son, a kind of a black sheep son, within a family of mobster people that have some powers and abilities as well. But it's kind of like a mafia thing, like I said. Their name is kind of well known. I forgot their last name, but it's kind of the clan itself. Not the KKK, that's not what I mean. But like... but like they're their own clan out there in Japan or whatever. So this young man kind of follows Chihiro around after that fight with Sojo and how he actually protected and saved Chihiro's life, Chihiro saved this guy, Hakuri's life, and Hakuri's kind of on the run, like I said, from his family. He has some older brothers who are powerful, and he doesn't have any of that stuff. But he admires Chihiro, and Chihiro being a samurai, and wants him to take out all of the danger that comes with his family and his the kind of mobster mafia groups, but especially his family. He wants Chihiro to defeat them. But anyway, one of the swords that Chihiro is going after that we saw pictures of in the past, it's one of the boxes that holds the enchanted blade that has like the rope entwined around it. It's like it's trying to seal this thing in so it can't get out. You know what I mean? It's that dangerous. It's probably I think they said in here, either the most dangerous or the most strong enchanted blade that Chihiro's dad had built. But anyway, a lot of this story is built up for a volume 4 that I think will end up being really good. This book still has the same issue of not having enough breathing room to just let things breathe, let the story develop a little bit more, let the characters have some downtime. It's too fast-paced, and I just need it to slow down. I just need it to do that. But Shonen seems to not want to allow that. The writer, mangaka, whatever, doesn't want to do that either, to try to keep it on the top of the charts in those Shonen Jump magazines. But anyway, so my biggest issue comes in with the fact that even the actual fights in here, just like in the first 2 volumes, it's too quick. It's too quick. There's not enough time actually given to the fights to really even develop whoever Chihiro is fighting. And I'm not talking like henchmen. I'm talking about like people that are like a step above henchmen. You know, like they clearly serve somebody. Or like in this case, there's a guy that's like real strong looking who doesn't fight. But then there's like another person who I swear to God is a girl, but I can't figure it out because a lot of the characters in here have this face design that you can't tell if they're a boy or a girl. Hakuri for a while kind of threw me off. I didn't know. But anyway, it's not like it really matters on the grand scheme of things. But again, that's my point. You can't even develop whoever the antagonist is of a chapter or two because there's not enough time given to it. It's a problem. And these are short chapters too. I think there's like 6 or 7 in here. Something like that. But anyway, so this is this is the thing. The build up for the next book could be really cool. Basically, there's an auction that enchanted blade I talked about is supposed to be sold at. But the storehouse for all these auction items, it's not just a storehouse for objects and items like the enchanted blade that's super dangerous or super whatever that Chihiro's looking for and Mr. Shiba's looking for. It's not just that. They also have people held hostage. Like, almost like a human trafficking thing, but maybe, as far as I know, not just for like a sexual trafficking thing. they're just kind of holding him hostage. Maybe they have abilities or something. We're not really sure. And Hokuri's dad, the new young man, Hokuri's dad is kind of a bigger villain in here that we don't really get to see him do a lot yet. And I'm really interested to see what happens with him and what his abilities actually are, aside from what we were teased with here. I'm really excited for that stuff. I feel like there's so much coming down the pipeline that could be cool. And again, conceptually, I know that this manga in general got memed on all the time back in the day for being edgelord shit. But in concept, it's not a bad idea. There is cool stuff in here that could be really cool if they would just slow the fuck down. And again, I think the anime will do that. I hope to God it does if they ever make it. I don't know if it's in production or what. But this is just too fast. There's too much happening too quickly, and it needs to stop jumping all over the place. If anybody else is reading this, please, for the love of God, tell me if they happen to slow the pace a little bit on this, because they need to. It's too brutal. But on top of that, I want to be invested more. I genuinely want to be invested more in this world and what's happening, especially with this auction setup that could be really cool. But it's really hard to do that when we are literally running all over the place constantly. People will show up that are supposed to be a big deal, like that team in the last book that were helping Chihiro and Mr. Shiba's plan, the sorcerer group, and then they just get wasted left and right. Most of them died, if I remember correctly. Not all of them, but most of them. And I'm like, dude, can we slow the fuck down, you know? It does seem like the art is getting even better here, which is hard to imagine, because the first two volumes, it felt like some chapters would be really well done with the art, and then other chapters would be kind of a little rushed looking in some pages and panels. But here I don't really pick up on that, to be honest. A lot of them feel detailed a lot more and just designed a lot better. So maybe it's improving, I don't know. But even with that being said, Kagurabachi, it's such a bland, generic series, but it has great ideas for concept development, like the enchanted blades and how they work, the magic system behind them and whatever. I want to know more, but the author is not... he's not dripping that into my system like it's a fucking bag hanging from whatever those metal rods are in the hospital. He's not doing that. He's shoving it down your throat too quickly, and it's just not... it's not able to have a good pace to it, and it's ruining the series. Like I said, I'm going to give Volume 4 a chance too, since I already bought it. But after that, if Volume 4 ends up not being super great or slowing down a little bit, then I'll probably just quit until whenever the anime comes out, and then maybe I'll just watch that and review it at some point, God willing. But I just, dude, I'm sorry I keep saying the same thing over and over again in this video and in the other reviews, but this is messy as fuck, man. If this is what modern manga and anime are that are not like the things I'm currently reading, like Go-Go Loser Ranger, or like Die Dark, or like Dragon Ball Super, then I don't want anything to do with modern anime, or manga, I mean. Because I have the same issues with this book that I had with Attack on Titan's manga, and it's sloppy, bro. Anyway, what do you all think about Kagurabachi in general? What do you think about this volume? Let me know all that down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. And again, let me know whether the series improves with all the terrible thought bubble things that aren't really thought bubbles all over the fucking pages, and all the time jumping and stuff. Let me know what you think about that, if that improves to you or not, if you're further down the line than I am. Thank you guys, God bless you all, catch you later, and goodbye.